That's fun. That's fun to be able to hear that.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, that's great.
So hopefully there won't be any bad language. You'll be able to pick it up. You'll be able to pick up everything.
Yeah.
But you know, like on them little lobs for the dunks, you just get more of that authentic.
Yeah. That's great.
On a hard foul, you may hear somebody.
Mic number 4.
See what I mean? Like that should be coming in a lot better. Anyway.
That's just,
Fans may not interfere with balls that are in play, and please do not throw objects onto the court. The use of vulgar language or derogatory statements or gestures directed at the players or coaches from either team or the game officials is strictly prohibited. Violators of these rules are subject to immediate ejection from this facility. Also, we want to remind you there is a strict no smoking policy here in the H.O. Women's Arena that includes the grandstands area, the concessions area, and the restrooms. Also, there is a no flash photography policy here at the H.O. Women's Arena. Flash photography is not allowed here in the H.O. Women's Arena. Once again, thank you for coming out to today's contest, and please enjoy the ball game. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand and remove our headgear as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by the M4 Pep Band. Starting lineup will be visiting Lady Tigers of Jackson State University, led by head coach Sharina Dixon, assistant coach Bridget Robinson, Lisa Ross, and Harold Dixon. Starting at guard for the Lady Tigers, the 5'9" senior from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 00, Maria Conyers Jordan. Also starting at guard, the 5'7" junior from San Diego, California, number 4, Christina Ellis. Also at the guard position, the 5'6" senior from Jackson, Mississippi, number 14, Kawhi Perry. And starting at 4, the 6'2" senior from West Palm Beach, Florida, number 15, Mariah Karin Smelser. And starting at guard, the 5'10" redshirt senior from Atlanta, Georgia, number 24, Katie Hines. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jackson State Lady Tigers. And ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your UAPB Lady Lions. Starting at the forward position, the 6'4" junior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, number 5, Chantel Harris. Also starting at the forward position, the 5'11" sophomore from Tulsa, Oklahoma, number 21, Aya El Hassan. Starting at the guard position, the 5'3" junior from St. Louis, Arkansas, number 4, Houston, Texas, number 11, Faye O'Hara. The Lady Lions are led by head coach Nick Gilbert, assistant coaches Danny Evans and Ashley Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, for your UAPB Lady Lions.
Good evening and welcome to Lady Lion Basketball. I'm Tim Stubbs along with TyRece Boone. We're here courtside and underway from H.O. Clemens Arena. UAPB and Jackson State. The ladies are in action first. We'll have men's action coming up for you here in just a little while. So stay tuned for that. Here's a three-point shot up, and I don't even think it drew any iron, but the offensive rebound stick back is there for Jackson.
Yeah, I like to call that an elevated pass, if you will, but worked just the same. And now immediately they're going after the pressure play. The thing that's been the ire of the Golden Lions for a while. Foul on the play there.
It's been like the bugaboo, Tyrese.
Yes, it has.
Pressure defense causing a plethora of turnovers against the Lady Lions, and we'll see how they adjust to that tonight.
Yeah, 27 turnovers in the last game at least. I think they got up to 30 by the final buzzer. Another interesting story about this game is Destiny Bruton. How is she feeling after injuring and having to come out the game not too long ago as another foul? Or is it going to be called out of bounds?
Yeah, they're going to say just a clean strip of the basketball. Ohanta to Bruton. Now they're working around the perimeter. Set it up here with 15 on the shot clock. Long three, El Hassan, right wing, no good. Jackson State pulls down the rebound and stolen away here. Good hands by Bruton. Richardson back to Bruton off the glass and good.
Yep, looks healthy to me. Bruton had a right ankle injury near the final bits of the last game. I'm glad to see she's moving around well. Another interesting tidbit. If they can keep the pressure high like they're doing right now.
Kick out, long three, air ball, but right there underneath the basket to catch it and throw it back up was Wilson, and she's fouled. So kind of a lucky play there for Jackson. Right place, right time, but it's going to result into two free throws. That's actually Paris Collins who's going to go to the line here. We're tied at 2, 8:30 to play first quarter. And
actually, no one's going to the line.
They're going to say it was a foul before the shot. Little shake and bake, kick out, right wing drive in the lane, off the glass, no good. Stick back is there.
Another one of the big things that the Lady Lions have had trouble with was protecting the defensive glass. They haven't done a very good job giving up a plethora of offensive rebounds.
And almost a steal there. Lady Lions will retain possession. Get it to Ohanta here in the lane, goes up with a right hand off the glass and good.
Nice powerful move by Ohanta as she gets the deuce.
Tied at 4 here, 7:47 to play, and right back on the other end quickly. Jackson State attacking the basket, drawing the foul. And Shantayla Harris, or they're going to get Ohanta rather. That's her first team foul, number 2. And going to the free throw line will be Paris Collins.
Yeah, Shantayla Harris, kind of one of my favorites coming out of the last game, one of the bright spots for the Lady Lions. So it'll be interesting to see the impact that she has. Another one of my favorites is Kai Richardson, just showing scrappiness and the hustle for the ball. we're going to see glimpses of that throughout this whole game. 1 for 2 that time around.
So knocking in the second puts Jackson State up 5-4 here early on. Bruton top of the key. She'll set it up for the Lady Lions. 7.5 to play, first period.
Looks like Jackson State's going for half-court trap to man-to-man.
And on the floor, loose basketball stolen away here by Jackson. Kicks it left side, pull-up jumper, will not go. Rebound quickly by El Hassan, and UAPB will have the ball again as Bruton looked over to the sideline to get instruction and quickly had to put her eyes back on the court as she almost turned it over. Here's Harris. She'll demand it right back. Step back jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, stick back, no good for Harris.
A little bit higher off the glass, that would have gone in.
And
Bruton
a steal here by Bruton for Pine Bluff.
I'm so glad to see that she's, well, he's giving us a good show that she's healthy right now. Oh, that's a travel. Took that extra step. You can't lift your pivot foot, and that's what Shantayla Harris did, and that's going to be another turnover for the Golden Lions.
So Jackson State will have the basketball here, trying to get something happening. Both teams kind of slow offensively in the start of this one. 5-4, Jackson State by 1. Underneath the basket, shot off the glass, no good, out of bounds. No, let's see. It is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Katie Hunt as she tried to save it. So the Lady Lions will get it back here.
Good job pressuring down low, not making anything easy. There's 3 Lady Lions around that play, and that's exactly what you want. Nothing easy underneath the basket. Stop.
And gonna have a travel on Bruton.
That's the second time that they've lifted the pivot foot. And if you're gonna pick up your dribble, you gotta drill that foot into the ground. You can't pick it up or else they're gonna call it every time. Here comes Wiggins for Jackson State. Pass out to the wing. It's going to drive in. Okay.
Top of the key. Good hands there by El Hassan. Right side. Drive, spin off the glass. No good by Hammer, and rebound's going to come away to Muhammad. She'll push it left side of the floor. They try to trap her instantly. Right in front of the JSU sideline, they take it away. Bodies hitting the floor, and I believe it's going to be a tie-up. Alternating possession stays with Pine Bluff, but just tenacious trapping defense there by Jackson State.
And both sides showing a lot of heart, a lot of grit for the ball. That's exactly what you like to see in a basketball game.
So they'll inbound it here to Bruton. Left side now, Muhammad, top of the key. Harris, the drive in the lane, trying to maybe dump it down to Ohanta. It gets stolen away, and now JSU throws it away themselves as Bruton comes up with a steal. In the lane, off the glass, strong move and scoring is Destiny Bruton.
Bruton's had this issue of picking up her dribble. She didn't that time. She just splits the double team and just cuts that defense in half. And that's how you get a deuce right there, hard earned by Bruton.
Right side is Derica Wiggins. Now she'll set it up top of the key here. Long three, Wiggins, too strong. Rebound, Ohanta. Again, pressure by Jackson State, albeit man-to-man pressure. Ohanta frees up for a three. Too long, no good. And the long rebound's gonna come away to Jackson. Wasting no time, nice Little dump off in the lane and the easy two. Jackson State leads it. Last score of 7-6.
Good little move there by Katie Hunt. Behind the back, set up that dump inside.
3 for Mohammed, no good. And quickly, one and done. Jackson back on the other end. Hunt, long 3, Wiggins, short. Saving it to Mohammed. Here come the Lady Lions. Good pass to Ohanta. In transition off the glass, no good. Draws the foul. And Ohanta's gonna shoot 2.
I was a little bit frustrated at the end of that play. Wanted the and one, had the capability of getting it, but she'll just have to settle for 2 shots at the line.
Have a media timeout here. We'll step aside. 3:38 remaining here in the first quarter of action, as we have 4 quarters in women's basketball. And we will take a break. 7-6. Jackson State leading UAPB by 1. More Lady Lion basketball when we come back. .338 remaining here in the first quarter of action. 7-6, Jackson State leading. Faith Ohanta at the line for 2 shots here.
Clean shot there by Ohanta. One of the other struggles the Lady Lions had, executing at the line. Good start here.
One more coming up for Faith. You like those rim mics?
Yeah, those are nice.
A little new enhancement to the broadcast. They sound good.
They sound really good. I love it. I love it.
Just hopefully we don't hear everything that goes on out on the court.
It could get a little dicey. How about that one? But hopefully we'll be fine.
Want to stay within regulations of family programming.
Yes, of course.
Can get a little heated and testy at times. 8-7, UAPB leads by 1. .314 to go. Jackson State's going to inbound it with 15 on the shot clock as they trail the Lady Lions by a point. They get it quickly to Causey. Back out, that's a travel. Steps on Marnisha Hamer.
Got to dribble before you go. We've said it so many times in reference to the Lady Lions. Good to see it happen on the other side. One of those things that you got to know on this level.
Again, trying to trap.
They're doing an excellent job of handling the trap plays now and then getting the ball into their strength, a half-court game.
Open 3 off the mark by Mohammed, and gonna have a foul on the rebound. Let's see, we're gonna call this on Ohanta. That's gonna be her second. So
over the top. Got to position yourself down low. Tried to do as much as she could there. Try to just tip it away and not get any body contact, but that's going to be her second. She's going to be on her way out the game for a little bit.
Jackson State will bring it up here, trailing by 1. 2:45 to go. first quarter, almost a steal there. Good hands as El Hassan knocked it out of bounds.
Good hands and good elevation coming in from El Hassan. Good note.
Yeah, showing the hops there, athleticism. Almost a walk there, and going to call a block on El Hassan, but very similar to the travel call a moment ago where they kind of take off running with it first, then put it on the floor.
Right.
But she was, that quick first step maybe got away with it.
Yeah, she did get away with it a little bit, but, you know, she did, El Hassan did a relatively decent job of playing defense with her feet, not reaching in, but if you're going to do that, you got to plan it. You got to understand and read the play.
First shot spins out, no good at the foul line. Maria Conyers-Jordan, as that was the 5th team foul. It results in 2 shots in women's basketball in a quarter. Second one is good. Tied at 8, 2:40 to play. First quarter. Here's Bruton, pull up in the lane. Will not go. Quick shot, one and done. Here comes Jackson on the other end. Nice dish in the lane off the glass, and one opportunity coming up here for Marnisha Hamer.
Yeah, that was just excellent ball movement from Jackson State. Can't take anything away from him there. That set up the foul, the outside to inside. Ball zipping, zigging, zagging every which way.
That foul was on Ashley Daniel, and then on the free throw, the shot was no good. And a tie-up on the rebound is going to stay with Jackson State, so they get another opportunity here as they lead UAPB by 2, 10-8. Nice pass again in the lane off the glass, too strong. Offensive rebounds
galore here.
Yeah, big advantage for Jackson State as they get another one.
It looks like they're switching the man-to-man now. We normally see a 2-3 zone out of them.
Step back, 10-footer, no good. And rebound pulled down by the Lady Lions, Catherine Darden, who just checked in. Here's Muhammad, all the way to the rim, score it and one. As Muhammad's gonna go to the line, a chance for a 3-point play, Malik Muhammad.
Great move by Malik Muhammad there, driving the lane. Notice that one of the Jackson State players were not aware of the situation. They were turned around and they had to try to hack and stop the 2-point shot. No dice on that one. He was able to get it in.
That ties the game at 10. On the strong take by Muhammad. The +1 hits the free throw.
You gotta love how efficient the Lady Lions have been on the free throw this game. That will make them, looking at the stats correctly, well, we don't have stats on free throws right now.
Yeah, they've shot a few, I think, after we got the stat sheet. Almost a travel there. It leads to a good pass with the extra step and a basket underneath there for Hamer, and Hamer's got 6 points as Jackson State leads 12-11. Trying to tie up Bryson, almost do, and she gets out of problems, and now she'll get it back after one pass to Taylor. Looking for the cut down low, nicely done, and scoring is Taylor inside off the assist by Darden.
Beautiful assist by Darden there, trying to push back.
Yeah, wasting no time. Quickly was Wiggins, and it's going to result in a miss, an offensive rebound, and stick back for Hamer. She's got 8 of the Jackson State 14.
What a move by Muhammad with a shake and bake in and out play.
A little yoki-doke move as she freed up, drew the foul with 54 seconds left in the quarter, and a chance to tie or take the lead at the foul line here.
That's one of those freeze the feet moves. The in and out. Had you thinking one way. Yeah, they're thinking about a couple things because she has a shot and a dribble on the lane in the inside. So Malik Muhammad doing in work, putting in work.
Gets the roll on the first. So we're tied at 14.
Excellent free throw shots coming in from Malik Muhammad. I believe she's perfect as of right now. As you can hear the referee underneath the basket, which is a very nice option.
Yeah, it actually Hey, help us out a little bit, some clarification on some things.
Of course.
Free throw is good for Muhammad. She's come alive offensively. She's got 5, and the Lady Lions up by 1. Jumper left side, air ball will not go for King. Offensive rebound, however, stick back and a foul. And that has hurt the Lady Lions here in quarter number 1 as Kendra Shelton will go to the line for a 3-point play.
I mean, these air balls, this is like the second or third time an air ball has gone into the hands of a teammate for Jackson State. How many times are you going to allow that to happen? I mean, those are like those aerial passes, cross-court passes that you're normally coached not to do. It's worked out for Jackson State so far.
No good on the free throw. Lady Lions down 1, and now almost a turnover. Last touch by Jackson State with 33 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Kind of a lackluster pass from Daniels there, almost leading to a turnover. Overcommit now.
And long shot right wing. Misses the rim, actually hit the backboard by Bryson. And it's going to result in a foul on the rebound against the Lady Lions. Ashley Daniel, and it's her second. Now the Lady Lions with 3 players with 2 fouls here in the first quarter.
I mean, I enjoy aggressive play as much as the next guy, but you got to pick your spots. You have to pick your spots. You can't have everyone being in foul trouble before halftime. That's not good basketball.
So it's going to result in free throws here. And Williams able to knock in the first with 19 seconds left. Jackson State up by 2 with another free throw coming up here. Then the Lady Lions can add the final shot if they choose to do so. Free throw is good, so a 3-point lead for the Tigers. Here's Taylor, right side, backs it out. Top of the key now to Bryson. Drive right side of the lane. Throws it up with the right hand, no good. Offensive rebound and blocked. Shavers had her shot blocked, and that's how the first quarter will end. Jackson State leading UAPB by a score of 18-15. After quarter number 1, we'll have second quarter coming up here. You are listening to Lady Lion basketball on Hot 89.7 and watching Lady Lion basketball on UAPB TV, streaming live on our YouTube page as well. Back inside of H.O. Clemens Arena here, Tim Stubbs, TyRece Boone, and 18-15 our score. Jackson State leading UAPB by 3 as we begin quarter number 2. And it's been pretty tight throughout both teams. Really the biggest lead right now is 3 for Jackson State as Totten's in the game for the first time. Atrocity Totten is going to be fouled on the bounce there, and with 9:48 to go, early second quarter, Lady Lions will inbound it, get a new shot clock, get it to Muhammad here. Now to Bryson. Looking inside, nothing there. She backs it up. Right side it goes. Muhammad passes up to 3. Shot clock down to 15. Bryson in the lane, kicks it out. And Totten's right side jumper from 15 is no good, but an offensive rebound by Taylor. Now Bryson will reset it here.
Excellent motion offense you can see from the Lady Lions. Ball movement has been crisp and smooth.
And we got on the floor, we're gonna have.
That's gonna be a charge they're gonna call.
Yeah, they're gonna call a charge on Taylor. And it's gonna be her first team foul, number 1 of the quarter.
Heck of a move by the Jackson State player to pick up the charge, put her body on the line for the cause, as I like to say. But that was an excellent move. They were on the back foot, they were on their heels, and they were able to survive without giving up points. But Bruton has been on fire on defense.
And look, Totten almost coming up with a steal there. Good hands by Bruton. As Lady Lions applying some of their own pressure and trapping schemes there, and almost come up with a steal.
I mean, you can already tell there's like a sense of confidence in the Lady Lions tonight. I mean, if you were looking in the original huddle, they were laughing and joking around. They were very relaxed, and I think that's the difference between this one and the previous.
Step back jumper will not go for Jackson State's Catherine Smessler, and a 3 is banked in on the right wing by Perry, and we've seen a couple of those last couple of games.
Recently.
Here's Totten. She'll take a 3. No good.
A slightly mishandled pass threw off the rhythm on that shot.
Wiggins pull-up jumper. Short. Tough rebound in the lane by Harris, but then got it stripped away when she brought it down. 15-footer.
Coaches say squeeze that pumpkin.
15-footer is good for Jackson State's Kawhi Perry, and that's now 2 in a row for her, as the lead quickly has ballooned up from 3 to 8 quickly on a 6-0 spurt here.
Jackson State doing an excellent job of executing on offense and playing lockdown defense. They need something here, the Lady Lions.
Kick out, Taylor. Strong on the 17-footer. Offensive rebound, Bruton, and stolen now. She tried to get it back out top. Stolen by Ellis. The dump off pass to Wiggins, and the layup is good, and a timeout by Nate Kilbert as he wants to settle things down here. Jackson State on a run, leading 25-15 with 7:46 to play second quarter. Just like that, a blur.
Like I mean, just like that. I mean, you could see that Jackson State's pressure, there's openings to be had. They're overplaying a lot of these balls, but it's just the next woman is able to make up for it and get the steal in the play. The ball movement has been, for the most part, much better from the Lady Lions, but it just needs a little bit more. They need to execute on their shots and to maybe take a couple of risks to get back in the game. Lady Lions doing exactly what they need to do, though. They've been able to break the press, which is very good improvement being shown. They're able to get it across half court where they really shine most of the time. A lot of the games they've lost, they haven't even been able to get it across the half court line to them. So that's one of the improvements I've seen. Now it's a matter of executing in the half court game. How do I sound now? All right, good. So that's all I got.
We got a big matchup for you after this one as well.
First place battle being fought. Jackson State versus the UABB Golden Lions. Battle for the first place in the SWAC. Lions 7-1. Jackson 6-2, I believe it is.
7-1, 6-2, and
next game is going to be crazy.
yeah, it should be a great matchup.
Gotta be lit, as the kids say. Lit.
We'll be lit, yes. Definitely lit in some fashion. Here's Harris. Lady Lions trying to stop the bleeding. Down by 10 here. And that's not going to help as Tri-City Totten took steps, going to get called for the travel. Give it back to Jackson with 7:26 to go. Jackson State leading by 10 here in the second quarter, 25-15.
Referee giving a bit of a warning to Katie Hunt as she was playing very aggressive defense out on that left wing. Muhammad comes out with the steal.
Quickly ahead, Taylor off the glass and good in transition.
It's one of those things that needs to do to get back in the game.
Taylor really good in transition.
Beautiful.
There's a steal by Totten. Pressure of their own, and then they give it right
the ball
back. And,
beautiful.
And here we go, just back and forth off the glass. A steal by the Lady Lions.
Uncle Mo is in town. Momentum is shifting.
5 possession changes in about 5 seconds there. My gracious.
I mean, that new pressure scheme that you were talking about the Lady Lions have is really paying dividends right now.
Lady Lions with the steal and the layup. It's now 25-19 Jackson State. After several turnovers by both teams there in one sequence, and the jumper is good right side for Conyers Jordan.
Good job by her getting open on the inside in the middle of that 2-3 zone. And here comes Bruton with the moves. Again.
And the kick out. Mohammed spots up for 3, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Jackson. They'll push it ahead. Hunt to Conyers Jordan. Now she'll set it up top of the key as Perry will set up their offense. Driving left side baseline. Little one-handed shot up right outside of the block there, and she's fouled. 2 shots.
Well, Taylor being called for that one. Put a little bit of shoulder into that one as she was going up for the shot. She tried to keep it straight up, which is what you're supposed to do, but you get a little over anxious. You want to jump into that one. No dice on that one. They're going to get 2 shots at the line.
Second foul on Taylor as well, as first shot is good by Perry.
And for Jackson State, number 15,
Gonna have
also number 11, Summer Williams.
Ohanta coming in. Got Bryson and Murdoch, Taylor, and Harris on the floor for Coach Kilbert's Lady Lions.
That's going to take the lead. That made free throw is going to take the lead up to 10. Which is kind of dangerous when you're dealing with constant pressure, because the lead can get away from you.
Real quick.
Real quick.
As it's at 10, 29-19, 5:45 to play second quarter. Ohanta picks up her dribble, trying to get it to Bryson, and a turnover. It's going to lead into a 2-on-1 break, and off the glass and good for Ellis. And just like that, it's a 12-point game.
They're working that half-court trap, and the middle woman in the play is doing an excellent job of guiding.
Oh, a tough pass, threads the needle, and Harris gets the bang and the bucket, and a chance for a 3-point play here as the error, the chances of her sneaking that in. She just threaded the needle there, and a tough
shot.
Traffic catch and score, and drew the foul. So it's going to be Harris at the line. That cuts it to a 10-point game with 5:22 to play before halftime.
John Taylor Harris has been, like I said, one of my favorites in the past couple games. She has been vital in that inside area.
They'll kick it out. Shot up, bounces all around the rim, will not go.
And look at that big time block.
Missed the stick back, and Hunt missed another stick back, and now Ohanta's got it. So Jackson with 3 chances there and no go.
And one of those chances blocked by the girl shot Taylor Harris. And Bruton up top.
Off a screen from Harris. Bruton will take the long 2, no good. Battle for the rebound. Smelser is going to be fouled by Harris, I believe.
Yeah, she kind of touched her on the way down, and now it's going to be sold as a push. I don't know exactly how much of an effect it had on the way down, but that's what they're going to call it.
So 4:42 to play before halftime. Jackson State inbounds the ball, leading 31-22. Pull-up jumper in the lane, gets the bounce and goes for JSU's Summer Williams. That's Williams' 4th point of the game, and the lead back to 11. And again, being trapped, reach-in foul. This one should go against Ellis.
A little bit of impatience shown by Bruton. She had a couple more seconds to work out where that trap was going to come. She just kind of crossed the line and ended up getting trapped at the half court with nowhere to go. She has shown the ability to split the double team before. Let's see if she can do it again.
Here's Ohanta. Throws it up hard off the glass. She had nothing really else to do, but she had to shoot it, and she was fouled as kind of a shot put there off the glass.
Yeah, it was like an Olympic throw. She should be in the, wait, that's the Summer Olympic game. I'm not sure if that's going to qualify in this particular situation, but.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you understand. You understand what I'm saying. Ohana has a chance to shot put a couple of shots in the basket and cut into this lead a bit. The free throw accuracy has drastically increased between last game and this game. It's amazing as Ohana knocks the first one down.
One more coming up for Faith. A little too strong on the second. Cuts it to a 10-point game. Jackson with the ball quickly on the other end, and a turnover. Good hands. Ohanta got in there for the steal. Bruton.
Oh, caught him with the carry.
Yeah, the basketball bounce got up around neck level there, and
got the hand underneath it, and you're not supposed to do that. So
they frown on those things,
yeah,
unfortunately.
Sometimes. You know, I wish this was more like, you know, remember N1 basketball, NBA Street? People would pick up the ball and put it back down. Fundamentals, man.
Then on the right block, a no call underneath as Ohanta hit the floor, and it's going to result in, let's see, just an out-of-bounds play. Going to say out-of-bounds off of Ohanta. So JSU will inbound it up by 10, 33-23 with 3:45 before halftime. They'll set it up with Wiggins.
2-3 zone for both the Lady Lions.
Top of the key, Wiggins. Off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, stick back once, twice, now it goes.
Third time's a charm. If you don't succeed the first one, try again. I think that's half of the actual phrase.
He did. Lead back to 12 now for Jackson. Harris kicks it out. Ohanta now to Bruton, top of the key, right side. Bryson for 3 and hits.
Beautiful. First 3-pointer of the game for Bryson. And that was a big one. That cuts the lead down to single digits once again. And having trouble cutting this lead down.
On the right block, shot up, no good. And missed the second chance as well. Bryson the rebound, she'll push it ahead. Almost stolen, now Bruton's got it right side. Murdoch for 3, no good.
Same spot, different shot. Didn't quite go in that time.
Lead at 9 for Jackson State, 2:25 to go before half. Now they'll slow it down for the moment. On the right block again, good execution in the half-court set as they found the open Lady Tiger underneath the basket this time. Going to the foul line is going to be Marnisha Hamer, and Hamer looking to get into double figures here. She has 8 in the game already.
Yeah, she's been doing an excellent job of picking clean the glass and making a lot of putbacks this game. But one of the inherent flaws of the 2-3 zone is, again, offensive rebounds and the ability that you have too many defenders defending the actual shot instead of setting up for the rebound. And so that's what's really been hurting the Lady Lions so far. We'll look to see if adjustments are made around halftime, which is approaching.
Just 2:16 away from half. Ohanta will inbound it, and this will give Jackson State a chance to set up their pressure after the made free throws. Lead at 11 for Jackson State. Muhammad almost a backcourt there. She was straddling the line and poked away, and Wiggins on the run out scores in transition off the steal. Wiggins now with 4. And the lead at 13, that's a high point mark for Jackson. Here's Bruton in the lane, blocked, gets it back off the glass.
Beautiful.
Somehow, some way got it to go.
Excellent work by Destiny Bruton there. Just hard nose right to the hole.
39-28. 15-footer, nothing but the bottom.
Need to shore up that defense. Can't give her that much space in the mid-range game.
Shelton knocks that one down, and the lead back to 13. Here's Muhammad. Nothing there on the drive. Kicks it back out to Bruton. 15 to shoot for the Lady Lions. And they trail by 13. Off a screen, Ohanta for 3, short. Chased down by Jackson. Now Wiggins pushes it ahead. Quickly right side of the floor. Shelton's jumper no good. And the rebound by Hatter for Pine Bluff as Bruton. Back to Ohanta inside. Contact. Shot no good. Foul called. 2 shots coming up here for Faith Ohanta.
Ohanta's keeping the Lady Lions in it. Her and Bruton, as this is Ohanta's chance at 7 points here. They've been really keeping us in the game. And within 12, they're chance to get the lead more manageable. Beautiful. Knock that one down, did Ohanta.
Hits the front of the iron, off the glass and good for Ohana. One more coming up.
Beautiful.
Nothing but net on the second.
Someone's been doing free throw training on Sunday. I guess the whole team has. As you can tell by their percentages. I feel like they've only missed one this entire half.
41-30 our score. Under 30 seconds left before halftime. Jackson State with the ball up 11. And shot clock down to 8 here as they take their time. Now Wiggins the drive. Trying to get it down low, good hands. Ohanta knocked it out of bounds with 3 on the shot clock.
They're gonna have to inbound and get something quick. Man-to-man defense incoming.
Go inbound it, Wiggins releases, misses as the shot clock expires, but it hit the rim, and the offensive rebound by Jackson. And a foul gonna be on Hatter with 4 seconds left. And that will send JSU to the line. Chance to extend their 11-point lead with just 4 seconds before halftime.
Really close to getting all ball there, just not enough, not quick enough on the step. I think she could have gotten away with just keeping her hands in the air and making her shoot around her.
First shot off the iron, no good.
They may have a chance for a long Hail Mary shot if this misses.
Second shot is good. 4 seconds left. Lady Lions, Muhammad, long 3, a decent look actually.
It was.
But it
Not
was
the
well
line.
short, but not a bad look to end the half. And we are at the half as we step aside here. 42-30 at halftime. Jackson State leading the Lady Lions of UAPB. We'll have the second half coming up for you shortly. Stay tuned right here on Hot 89.7 FM, your home for Golden Lion Sports, and right here on UAPB TV as well.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, we have the UAPB Spirit teams, which consist of the co-ed cheerleaders, the all-girl cheer team, and the UAPB prom team, coached by Mr. Leroy Brown and Mrs. Karen Blunt, Director of Spirit Programs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the halftime entertainment continues. We will have a free throw competition, and the competitors will have 30 seconds to make as many free throws as they can. All right. Competitors ready? Judges ready? When I say go, here we go in 3, 2, 1, go! Mr. Student Athlete Advisory Committee. And also, ladies and gentlemen, UAPB Dining Services will be circling through the stands throughout the games, taking your food and refreshment orders, so you won't have to miss a single minute of the exciting ball games. Just something new just for you from the UAPB Dining Services. And if you're interested in traveling to Grambling State as your Golden Lions and Lady Lions will take on the Lady Tigers and Tigers of Grambling State University on February 24th, then you can ride the UAPB Golden Lion fan bus. For more information, you contact Tina Owens at 870-535-2584 or 870-692-3099. There are tools dedicated to making your travel easier and fun. And also, nominate UAPB to help our school win up to $50,000 in campus improvement grants with the Home Depot
Welcome back inside of H.O. Clemens Arena. Tim Stubbs along with TyRece Boone courtside here as we are starting the second half action. UAPB Jackson State, the Lady Tigers with the basketball to open up the second half, leading by 12. And going to be a travel call here on the opening possession for Jackson State.
And that's like the start that UAPB needed, Tim. They needed to get a stop in that first possession. Luckily, it was made by Jackson State, on Jackson State.
Turnover number 10 for JSU. That's a tough pass to complete there as it was picked off. And Jackson State back with it the other way, trying to force a tough pass in the lane from about 25 feet away. Shot clock down to 12. Good hands again here by El Hassan. Comes up with a steal. She's trapped for a moment, gets it to Bruton now. Destiny quickly to Ohanta in the lane. Beautiful. As bodies collide hard. Ohanta hits the floor as well as a couple of Lady Tigers. A big collision at the intersection there, and somebody got T-boned.
Yeah, definitely. T-boned is a good analogy for it, as she was Euro-stepping across the lane. Excellent hard-nosed play there, but she might have, hopefully she didn't, but might have tweaked something a bit, knock on wood. But she seems to be all right and ready to take these shots. And speaking of free throws, Lady Lions, yes, that's right. Right, excellent from the line so far, 90% so far in this game. Makes that 93, as they are now 10 for 11. Look at that percentage math I just did in my head right there. That's beautiful.
Very impressive.
Mainly because I played a lot of video games and I was off of the free throws there too. As 2 for 2 for Ohanta.
So Faith cuts it to a 10-point game, 42-32. 9 minutes to go, early third quarter. The drive in the lane, the play on, says the refs there, is
straight up that time, didn't come down with the hands.
And gonna have a foul here as Conyers Jordan drives, and gonna have an illegal screen maybe, or 3 seconds.
3 seconds in the lane.
3 seconds in the lane.
Either way though, another turnover for Jackson State.
See if Lady Lions can get back in it here. Trailing by 10, El Hassan, strong drive, and a block's gonna be called.
Now the big move is it gonna be a 2-point shot? It looks like it. Great move by El Hassan there, throwing up a ball.
Smeltzer gets the block there.
Exactly, the blocking foul on Smeltzer. El Hassan had a good move to the bucket, able to get the shot up. Ugly as though it may have been. Got her 2 opportunities at the line, and she cashes again. 11 for 12 now.
So Lady Lions chipping away at it.
This is one of the ways. This is one of the ways you could chip away at a big lead. Good defense, number 1, and free throws. I mean, can't get easier than free, right?
All day. As El Hassan makes both, and the lead's down to 8. Breaking the pressure, almost a turnover, and it is. Let's see. Yep.
Yes, sir. All right, Lady Lions putting together a little bit of a run here.
Got it down to 8. Looking for more as they'll inbound it with 8:33 to play third quarter.
They have to keep strong here. They can't lapse in concentration even once, because when Oklahoma comes to town, he might leave you real quick without giving you a present, and that's not something good. That's a personal story right there.
I can tell there was some.
Oh, wow.
Gonna
good
call
move by Wiggins.
Wiggins gonna pick up the charge against Bruton as she tried to split the double team trap there, and
that's actually a really good coaching adjustment, because they recognize that Bruton's very dangerous at splitting the trap. So they said, let's cut it off at the pass. If she goes through, if she touches you at all, plant your feet, take the charge.
They get it inside in the lane. Causey off the glass, too strong. Rebound. Taylor, she'll push it ahead, right side of the floor. Loses it as it was knocked away for a second, and she got it back, and then she lost it off her knee and out of bounds.
They tried to do a little bit much on that play, forcing it across the line, but I understand the effort. The sense of urgency is there. She needs to have a little bit more control.
Drive right side, and look at that. Up and over the top of the head of Ellis was El Hassan. As she leaped up, Ellis ducked her head, and she literally jumped over her entire body.
No foul called, thankfully.
You don't see that very often. And
We've gotten women's ball.
Every once in a while you may see it in football, but not much in basketball without somebody being upended and dumped on the floor. But Lady Lions get it back here. Bruton was trapped, and
over the top call for
Jackson's going to get called for the foul.
When they were double teaming, and they were surrounding her, trying to crowd her, and you cannot lean forward. You cannot lean forward on those kind of plays. You have to be straight up, or you have risk giving away a foul.
So inbounded to Bruton here. 42-34, 7.5 to go, third quarter. UAPB with the basketball, down 8. El Hassan, right side, and tough pass, overplay, and a steal by Jackson's Causey. Quickly ahead to Ellis, jumper no good. Wiggins the rebound, shot blocked. Looked like a lot of basketball there on the block. They're gonna call a foul instead. And the coaching staff for UAPB cannot believe it, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, that was a rough call right there. I mean, a little bit ticky-tack on that particular play. There was a lot of basketball, but I think Wiggins' head may have made the slightest contact with, I believe El Hassan was on the play there, El Hassan's arm, and that might have led to the foul call. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's what the referee might have saw. They're going to cash in with 2, back to 10 points.
Make the most of it, lead back to 10. Taylor goes right around the press. Right side, El Hassan off the bounce on the baseline, trying to kick it back out high, and she steps on the baseline for a turnover.
They're doing a great job of breaking the press, but I think they're panicking once they get on the inside, trying to take advantage of the numbers.
It's going to be a travel. Boy, a lot of turnovers for both teams, as
one's a little bit more.
Both in double figures in turnovers now, and a lot of game left.
I mean, both a little bit, one's self-inflicted, the other is almost imposed. There's a lot of steals on one side as well, but a lot of just unforced errors.
Got numbers here, 2-on-1 now. Shot no good, as looked like Darden got caught up underneath the basket a little too deep, and it's going to result in a turnover actually on Jackson State, as they got the rebound and then went to the floor with it. So they'll get another crack at this, but had a 2-on-1 opportunity there.
They sure did. The inside shots have been difficult, and again,
the pass on the inbound, no good by El Hassan. On the shot, back on the other end, Ellis blows the easy 2, and now Taylor pushes it for UAPB and rejected out of bounds.
Ellis on the one side went for the little fancy double pump, didn't quite work out that time. Great move there by Hammer on the rejection that led to this particular play.
Bruton will set it up here. 6.5 to go, third quarter. UAPB with the ball, down 10. Ohanta, now left side. Get it, Darden trying to dump it down low to Taylor. It's stolen away. Wiggins travels.
Another travel for Jackson State. I mean, I wouldn't ask you to count that, but I wouldn't put that much pressure on you to make all those, to count all those travel calls, because that was
a bunch of them.
It's getting almost ridiculous. There's so many travels for Jackson State's side. I mean, I think they're trying to give Golden Lions a chance to come back in the game. It's a matter of whether or not the Lady Lions can take advantage of it. They've had a couple of entry trips so far. Whoa!
And the overplay there, trying to reach around Ohanta, was Marnisha Hamer, and Hamer is going to pick up the foul.
It's going to be her third, I believe. it is. She has 2 more, and then she's gonzo, so she needs to be very careful. Matter of fact, they're going to remove her from the game.
Kick out. Muhammad thought about the 3. Now works it back out high. He'll set it up with Bruton. Back to Muhammad. She'll take it this time. No good. And rebound pulled down by Causey.
The Lady Lions haven't hit a 3 since that one that Muhammad made earlier. They're 1 for 13 now. They might want to think about driving the lane a little bit more.
Causey, the ball fake, drive, foul. She'll shoot 2.
If they can get to the lane, the Lady Lions, I mean, and get to the free throw line, they've had a lot of success there. I would like to see them do it more often and maybe get some of these Lady Tigers in some foul trouble and force them to go a little bit deeper into their depth chart. First one's going to be a miss for Miss Chelsea Causey, and she didn't put enough leg into it.
One more coming up. 6-foot junior out of Florence, Mississippi. And makes the second. So lead back to 11 now for Jackson State.
Kind of been stuck there for quite a while, hasn't it, Tim? I mean, it's been a little bit daunting, this task, and they need to probably step on the gas pedal sooner rather than later. You don't want to go into the 4th quarter with a double-digit deficit to go after.
More pressure here, almost a turnover, and it is going to be a 10-second rule violation to advance it past half court. Get a 10-second violation. Don't see those called very often, but had one there.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the things about pressure. If you don't get help, you're forced to hold the ball, and you could be traveled or things like this, 10-second violation.
So Jackson gets it back up 11. Nice little pump fake. Gonna have a travel. And yes, it will be travel on Kendra Shelton.
That one was a little bit more blatant than all the other ones. I mean, she literally hopped in the air, tried to sell it as a hop step. Not this time around.
Ohanta's fouled as almost got a little whiplash there.
Yeah, she threw her head back. Maybe to sell it a little bit more. But it's getting they're getting a little foul happy, Jackson State. This could be a problem going forward, as almost every one of their starting lineup has at least one foul. And actually, they're in the bonus. Lady Lions are in the bonus.
Yeah, it's at 5 fouls in ladies basketball in a period, so you'll get it automatic, go right to 2 shots.
This is one of the things they can use to take advantage of.
Missed the second.
Only the second miss in this game from the free throw line.
And back on the other end, a steal by Muhammad.
They're pressuring. They need to be careful not to foul, the Lady Tigers do.
Here's Bruton right side. And El Hassan's going to get called for steps. And
tried to fake the shot and go, but you got to put the ball on the flow before you go. That's bars 1, 2, 3, triple bars there on that one.
At a timeout, we'll step aside here. 4:53 to play. 3rd quarter action. Jackson State 45, UAPB Lady Lions 35. Right back with more in just a moment. having fun here tonight on this Monday night. Jackson State in town with UAPB. Tim Stubbs, TyRece Boone. 45-35, 4:50 to go, third period. Jackson with the ball and up by 10, looking for more. Baseline jumper, no good, but a whistle and a foul called right as the shot was going up.
Looked like 3 in the lane.
Second
another turnover.
Lane violation.
Yeah, exactly. Another turnover from from the Jackson State. I was just thinking they're either packing their bags and traveling, or they're too busy camped in the lane. And now their pressure is mounting, and it's going to go UAPB's direction.
And pass another one down there.
Another one down, my bad.
So we have 2 writers here with us tonight. Pine Bluff Commercial, Arkansas Democrat Gazette as well. 3-point shot. No good by Muhammad. Offensive rebound, and Ohanta a little bit short on the stick back, and then they're going to call a tie-up?
Yeah, they're going to call a tie-up. It's going to go Jackson's way. They have really been empty in the last few minutes, as they only scored 1 point in the past 3 or 4 minutes. So they need to get something going here, because Jackson has been coughing the ball up.
Causey travels.
Again, like that. Somebody get these guys some luggage. They're traveling too much.
Well, that's turnover number 18 for Jackson State. UAPB's got 18 turnovers as well. That's not pretty basketball when you still have 14 minutes left in the ball game and you got a total of 36 turnovers.
It's not pretty, but there's a chance that Lady Light can take advantage of.
El Hassan.
Active with the ball there.
Almost. Oh. Yep. Well, of course, another travel, and
so Taylor Harris, not known as a ball handler for the squad, and you know why? She's normally camped down low in the post, putting the body on some people. I haven't seen her really do much of that this game around. Last game, she was very dominant.
Wiggins, tough pass. That's either going to be a foul or a travel, as
they're going to call
Shelton caught it and hit the floor, but she was knocked to the floor. And they're going to call Ohanta, and that's going to be her third.
Ohanta is visibly frustrated with that call.
Or is it? Check that on El Hassan, and that's her third. Either way, it's the third on somebody.
Yeah, someone's getting blamed for her hitting the ground.
Wiggins in the corner, no good. Bryson the rebound. She's going to push it hard and somehow didn't get it picked from behind. Leads to Muhammad off the glass underneath, no good. And going to get it Harris on the foul on the rebound.
Unable to execute on these fast break opportunities. I mean, you can tell this is the reason why they're still down by 10. I mean, they've been able to get the ball. They've been able to do pretty decent defense so far. They've been keeping Jackson State away from the scoreboard for quite a while, but they just have not been able to execute on the offensive side of the ball, whether it's a transition, as she knocks that one down, it's the transition or the half-court setups. They need to start trying to draw fouls with their free throw shooters.
And missed the second. The offensive rebound, Jackson State. Lead at 11 for JSU, and they have the basketball. That'll slow it down, almost an unforced turnover there. Instead, they get it inside, shot up with the right hand by Shelton, no good, and El Hassan the rebound. Now quickly she's trapped. Now Bryson's got it right side. Ohanta wants to drive baseline, a lot of contact, no call, ball loose and stolen. Jackson State comes away on the other end. Rejected emphatically with the left hand by El Hassan.
Great job by El Hassan. Able to stuff that one. Send it into the pep band we have back there, or at least the dance section. Great work by El Hassan on defense. Only scoring 1 point. The Jackson State, but The Lady Lions have been 0 for I don't know how many shots.
Off the glass, too strong, no good. And UAPB's El Hassan's got it. Now Bryson gets it deflected, now retains possession.
This pressure is different.
Ohanta needs help. Nice take off the glass with the left hand and scores.
And that breaks that drought that they've been in over the past 5 minutes.
46-37, and another turnover by Jackson State.
That's defense with the feet right there. Didn't do anything. Didn't reach in, didn't touch her. It was just she was in the way, and then she lost concentration of the ball.
We have a immediate timeout. We'll step aside. 2:23 left in the third quarter. Jackson State 46, Lady Lions of UAPB 37. Right back with more after this timeout.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the PBA marching band is in drum line under the direction of Tim Scott.
2:23 remaining here, late third quarter action. And UAPB will inbound it. Down 9, and quickly just stolen away from El Hassan by Gray.
Stop!
And again, El Hassan gets back on defense and swats it out of bounds.
It's a block party in the UAPB, and you can tell El Hassan is the main contributor, showing signs of Big Shaq in the middle there.
Off the glass, score it and one for Marnisha Hamer. And
that's their first
Hamer's
field goal.
got, I believe, 12 now in the game.
It's going to be their first field goal in quite a while on the inside, the and one. That leads gets them back up to that 11 spot. They've been at 11 points ahead for what seems to be forever. They will keep that. Strong,
no good on the second, or on the chance for the three-point play, rather. Here's Bryson. Lady Lions with the ball, down 11. 48-37, 1:55 to go in the third. Bryson still on the bounce. Now will drive, trying to kick it back. Good hands, Wiggins with the steal. JSU will push it. Wiggins off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound and a foul going to be called on Ohanta, and that's going to be her third.
Yeah, you know, I'm wondering what the offensive strategy is for UAPB. They've been really just trying to go at this JSU defense, and it just hasn't worked. They've been trying to dribble drive. I mean, the ball movement from earlier seems to have gone on and disappeared. Mainly because of all the, probably because of all the turnovers that we've had in the recent times. The JSU defense, no, let's not take nothing away from them. They've been tenacious on the ball carrier. I mean, I've seen double and triple teams more than here than anywhere else. She knocks down one.
Yeah, second shot, no good. 90 seconds left here in the third. Lady Lions with the ball, down 12. Here's Muhammad, left wing, top of the key, Ohanta. Little ball fake, and they're gonna have a block, I believe. It's gonna be on Kawhi Perry.
Actually, Okay, yes, block.
Third on Perry. 2 shots here for Faith Ohanta. She's got 12 in the game, a leading scorer for the Lady Lions. And no good on the first.
I think that's only her second miss out of the bunch. Let me see if I can get an actual number here. Out of 10. I'm assuming that's 12. That's only her second miss. And third.
Rimmed out on the second.
She's been in the game for quite a while. You wonder if fatigue is playing a factor now.
So Jackson State in control, up 12 here, 49-37. Top of the key, little ball fake. Pull up right at the foul line, short, no good by Williams. El Hassan, another rebound. Out of Bryson. Right side, Ohanta, step back 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Daniel. In the corner to Bryson, left side. Now she'll work it back, top of the circle here. 42 seconds left, third period. Lady Lions with the ball down 12. Ohanta on the right block, underneath the basket, goes the other side, score it in one. Faith Ohanta now with 14 points in the game.
Speaking of faith, it seems like the Lady Lions have put a lot of their faith in the ability of Faith Ohana, as she's been by far and away the top scorer for UAPB Golden Lions. And a lot of that has come from her ability to get herself to the line. But it's starting to fall off now as she misses that and one opportunity.
49-39, and I agree that could be fatigue as
she has been out in there for
she's
quite a while.
Logged a lot of minutes tonight. Shot clock about 2 seconds off from the game clock, down to 10 seconds. And
they're gonna call that block.
Yeah, about 25 feet away from the basket too.
They're going to call for 2 shots, as they are indeed in the bonus.
Fourth foul also. That's a
hard
brutal foul on El Hassan.
El Hassan's going to have to come out.
Williams' first shot. Rims out, no good.
Yep. Speaking of shots, they've really been struggling from the line as of late. I don't remember them hitting more than 2 out of their 3 or 4 attempts. By attempts, I meant trips to the line.
Strong and no good on the second as well. Bryson the rebound, ahead to Bruton. Bruton in the lane trying to dump it out. Nobody there. Chasing it down, it's Daniel to Muhammad. Quick 3 in the corner, no good. As the clock runs out here in the third. We'll step aside. At the end of 3 quarters, Jackson State leading the Lady Lions of UAPB 49-39. You're listening to Lady Lion basketball right here on your home for Golden Lion Sports, Hot 89.7, and watching Golden Lion basketball on UAPB TV. Right back with more in a moment. $49-39. Our score here, Tim Stubbs, TyRece Boone, as we start Quarter number 4, UAPB hosting Jackson State. Lady Lions will inbound the ball, trailing the Tigers by 10.
They've only had one field goal in the last half of the quarter.
Bryson, contested jumper from the foul line, no good. And a travel is going to be called on Jackson State after the rebound. They were attempting to advance the basketball, but falling to the floor and turning it over.
That's not the first time that's happened today. Jackson State has been travel machines, have had frequent flyer miles, if you could say.
That's turnover 21 for Jackson State. UAPB's got 22. And we're just starting the fourth quarter. Still 9:36 to play. That is a lot of turnovers. Some would say more turnovers than a bakery.
No, well.
As the layup goes.
Don't make me hungry right now. Great shot by Bruton there, driving the lane. That's where she's been strong.
And with all that said, it's an 8-point game. Lady Lions still in it here. Little scoop shot off the glass, no good. Second chance, no good by Conyers Jordan. UAPB the ball. Here's Bruton. Now in the lane. Nice dump off. Daniel off the glass and missed an easy one.
They needed that one, man. How many of those are you going to miss in a game? Those easy bank
Wiggins
shots.
right back, not letting up.
Not once. Wiggins has been one of the spotlight players for Jackson State.
Lead back to 10. Wiggins has 8 in the game. Well, that's a 4-point swing right there.
Exactly. Had a chance. Now they got to start from square run. And
Bryson gets it rejected out of bounds. Nice block there by Marnisha Hamer.
Yeah, they're dropping the hammer right there on Bryson. Obvious size and length advantage there. Using all of it to smack that ball into the back wall.
Bruton, the inbound to Mohammed. 8 seconds to shoot. Pass just a little too tall there for Bryson as it goes off her fingertips and out of bounds.
And Mohammed knew as soon as the ball left her hand that she messed up. So she needs to figure out a way to get a little more accuracy on those passes. They've been doing well at the beginning of the game, but fatigue might be a factor.
And travel, yes, why not? It's been the common call tonight.
Big time plays get stopped by big time travels.
Safe travels.
No doubt about it.
Here's Bruton. Right back, contested in the lane. She will shoot 2.
Excellent ball control by Bruton with the right and the left hand on that play. Crossed over to split the double team. They carried it with the left hand all the way to the bucket for the foul. Excellent work, and this is how they're going to get back in the game. If they can get a stop out and knock down these two, that is. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Bang, there goes one.
First shot is good for Bruton. 51-42, I believe. 8:14 to play. Or this 51-41. And no good on the second. So just 1 of 2 for Bruton, who's got 8 in the game. Now it is 51-42 officially the score, 51-42.
And that was a ticky-tack one.
And Jackson State now going to go to the line.
He says he made contact with the head in that play. Didn't necessarily see that one, but referee's call is final. Got to take it in stride. Now Wiggins going to have 2 shots at the line.
And first shot for Wiggins is good. Lead back to 10, 52-42. And makes both. 8 minutes to play. Lady Lions turn it right back over.
Now the pressure is going to have a much greater effect because now fatigue is playing a factor. They've been doing a decent job of breaking it in the beginning of the game, but now the fatigue being a factor as well. As
long three left wing there, no good by Redmond, and gonna have a foul.
Trying to figure out what he saw.
Oh, they called it. Who'd they call it on? They called it
on Jackson. So.
Yeah, it was on Jackson. I think Jackson State thought it was on UAPB, but it was on Wiggins, her third. Bruton gets it to Daniel, beats the pressure.
Now they can set up, they don't have much time.
But after you work through all that pressure, and by the time you set up your offense, you've got about 15 seconds, and now a foul with 7 on the shot clock. 7:23 on the game clock here in the fourth. That foul's gonna be on Jackson State. It's gonna be on Hamer. And that is her 4th foul, so she's going to have to check out of the ball game with those 4 fouls. Lady Lions down 11, will inbound it here. Tipped as they try to get it to Ohanta.
Who's been a dominant performer, and
nice
there it is again.
Step through and scoop off the glass for Ohanta. She's got 16 points to lead all scorers, down to a 9-point game. 3 in the corner, rims out, no good. A 1 and done. Daniel will rebound to Mohammed. Big possession here. Still 6:55 to go, Lady Lions.
If they want to get a run, this is the time to do it.
Daniel off the bounce, the drive, contact, and they're going to call it for the charge.
Good placement there of the feet, not shuffling by it. Smelser. That was a big time play there by Smelser. It's going to be Daniels' first. Oh, third, my bad.
Smelser back in. They'll set it up here, take their time. Perry, right side. Down to 12. Smelser couldn't handle the pass on the floor on the baseline and out of bounds. And it's going to go to UAPB. Smelser is the last to touch it. And
on top of the
turnover.
ball.
Boy, the turnovers have just
piled up.
Yeah.
That's pretty much kept the entire game from flowing entirely.
And Bruton is trapped in a timeout called by UAPB as
Bruton was getting absolutely battered by both Hunt and the other defending Lady Tiger. I didn't catch her number there, but the double team pressure, especially on Destiny Bruton, whose main skill is ball handling, has been absolutely intense. Just getting battered on the inside there. Maybe they know a little bit of her hurt. Yeah, Destiny Bruton is trying her best to get this team back into a flow. Ohanta, how about Ohanta today? 16 points to lead off scoring. She's been really giving her heart and soul out there, trying to do everything she can to get us back into the game. There's only 6 minutes left, half a quarter to go, or a little over half a quarter to go. So they need a score, and they need to get the run going right now.
And for Pep Band here tonight.
Doing that thing.
And cheer squad.
They stopped suddenly. I was about to give them a groove, but anyway.
Had a huge crowd here on Saturday against Grambling State. Expecting another big crowd here tonight.
For the first place game.
Yeah,
first place challenge.
First place in the men's game. First place UAPB at 7-1, and second place 6-2 Jackson State. Should be a great matchup in our game number 2 tonight, coming up here in just a little while, as foul's going to be called here. quickly, and we've had a lot of fouls and a lot of turnovers, and that equals into a rough and rugged style of game.
Kind of what happens when you play hard-nosed basketball like that. It's going to be Smelser's fourth, and she's going to come out the game just in case.
So now she will sit with 4, along with Hamer with 4. Bruton gets it in to Taylor. Now she'll race to the basketball as it's handed to her. Works her way towards the foul line, kick out, air ball on the 3, however, by Mohammed.
It's just out of rhythm. They haven't been able to get a rhythm on the outside shots. They only got 1 in today out of 16 attempts. That's a very low percentage. I would not hazard the chance of guessing what it is.
Katie Hunt's going to be fouled and shoot 2 shots.
Hunt was playing the role of hard-nosed defender today. She's been doing an excellent job of playing just the most solid of defense, being disruptive on the outside on the perimeter. She's going to bank off that first shot. Second shot's also no good.
53-44, 5.5 remaining in the game. Lady Lions with the ball. Down 9, here's Bruton. Nice shot up, but missed it. She's slow to get up. And then right back, Jackson State, another turnover, and Bruton is hurting as she is maybe holding
her right elbow, it looks like.
Yeah, she's got her back to us.
She did come down hard on that one.
Holding that somewhere in the right arm, maybe wrist.
You hate to guess on these kind of things, but
we're going to have a timeout here. We're going to step aside with this injury timeout. 5:19 to play in the game. 53-44, Jackson State with the lead. Back in a moment. Well, that was a quick break.
Didn't expect them to come back
well,
that fast.
They caught an injury timeout, and then about 15 seconds later said, all right, let's play on. And I hate when they do that.
I really do.
So we're back at it here, and a miss by the Lady Lions.
Just showing that Destiny Bruton went down with a, looks like a right wrist injury she's being attended to at the moment. I think 9 points this game as well.
And a little scoop off the glass, no good, too strong. Offensive rebound, gonna have a travel. Before the shot, travel on Causey, and she thought she was fouled. And another turnover for Jackson State.
You can't blame the referees for being lenient on the travels. They've been calling in every which way.
Work for a travel guide here tonight.
They should get into timeshares or something.
No kidding.
I have so many travel jokes, it's crazy.
Here's Bryson, the pull up, and it goes on the baseline.
That's her first in quite a while. Nice hesitation move to set that up. Now they're trying to be pressuring.
Chasing it down on the left baseline is Williams. 4 minutes to play. Got a 7-point game. Lady Lions still in it here. Ellis behind the back. She loses it on the floor. Ellis gets it back after Muhammad and Taylor hit the floor, and
timeout's called.
Going to be a bailout timeout for Jackson State. We'll just keep it here since we just took a break.
Yeah, I mean, that looked like a potential travel call there. I mean, the knees were sliding on the ground. I'm not actually sure how travel works on the ground. I've had it called on me a lot of times. I thought if you hit the ground and your feet move, then that's travel, I guess. I've never really quite understood the leniencies and the intricacies, if you will, of the grounded travel. But yeah, they have not had any tolerance for any sort of travel plays, these referees. So, I mean, you can't blame them for being partial. That's for sure. By the way, the Golden Lady Lions creeping closer and closer. They're now down by 9. That's 9, right? Nope, that's 7.
You're
my math
in the
is
ballpark.
Ballparking. Just guessing.
Give or take a couple of points. Well, we're in the business of getting the score exactly right, but
I mean, 46-53, the official score line.
Here's the inbound, and another steal. Good hands, Muhammad. Stolen by Taylor. Taylor in transition off the glass, a little too strong, and she's fouled. A pair coming up here for Noelle Taylor.
Good job by Taylor, taking it to the lane. Now, she did get caught with a charge earlier in the game. It should be a good job of getting the shot up beforehand and not going directly into the opponent.
Taylor rips the first.
Now 6. I'm saying that with confidence so no one thinks I'm wrong. Bang.
Noelle Taylor with a couple of big free throws, and all of a sudden this is the closest the Lady Lions have been in a long time.
Definitely.
And it's a 5-point game, 3:40 to go. Still very much alive here.
Crowd starting to get in it.
Big defensive possession here. Right side of the floor, nice pass out. Rimmed out on the jumper, however, by Hunt. Another offensive rebound for Jackson, and they'll set it up out high with Gray. Wiggins wanted it, but they go right side with it instead. 15 to shoot. Hunt, one bounce, shot up, gets the roll.
Rudin looking to check back into the game as well as after coming out a little hurt. See how she does.
Taylor, too strong right side on the 15-footer. Hunt the board, now to Wiggins.
Wiggins, excellent ball handling. Showing it right now. Bryson trying to use a little bit of pressure of her own. Oh, no. Got spun out at that point.
A little runner in the lane, spins out. Bryson has the rebound, pushes it ahead, left side of Muhammad. She wants to go all the way off the glass, too strong. Ohanza, offensive rebound. Her putback is no good. Play on, they say. Here's Wiggins for Jackson, and a foul called this time as Hamer's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Bryson picks up the foul.
Yeah, that's going to be her first. She's been surprisingly clean all day. It's been a kind of a foul fest for everyone else. Ohanta has 4. She really kind of treading on thin ice. But they need her in the game. They're their top point getter. Another free throw missed by Hamer. They have not been as efficient from the line, at least definitely not as efficient as the Golden Lions have been. Kai Richardson going to check in the game for the first time in quite a bit.
And the second goes for Hamer. Lead back to 8 here, 56-48, 2:12 to play. Yeah, Richardson only, let's see. They got her down with 17 minutes. I didn't think she played that long, but nevertheless. Here is Bruton off the glass.
Beautiful. Bruton
Bruton gets the basket, and
it's been open all day for her. She's been able to dribble her way and negotiate her way into the lane.
She's got 11 now in double figures and cuts it to a 6-point game with 1:57 to go. Jackson State's called a timeout. We'll keep it right here.
I mean, well, I think you said this on the first home game. If Bruton's the muscle, or if Ohanta's the muscle, Bruton's a heart. She's showing a lot of heart today, as through heck and high water, she's been able to come through injuries and quite possibly fatigue. I know they've been trying to keep her a little bit off the court. They didn't technically start her, I believe. I believe they started Richardson. Bruton's come in and she's asserted herself in this game, and she's one of the reasons why we have a plausible chance in this game.
Just 1:57 left.
They're jamming out here, man.
DJ Bruce.
DJ Bruce doing his thing out here, and can't wait to hear more of that during the men's game that's coming up right after this. Maybe like a 15 to 20-minute break between that. Not sure the actual statistics or figures there, but either way, 1:57 left to go in the game.
Jackson State will inbound here up by 6. Throw it near midcourt. Hunt's got it. Now they got numbers. 2-on-1. Hunt, little ball fake off the glass and good.
Ohanta was super frustrated that she had a chance, just didn't have enough energy in her legs to get the extra inch or so that she needed to make that interception.
And the lead back at 8 for JSU. Totten for 3, no good. And rebound Hamer. Lady Lions maybe forced to foul soon here as they're down to 8 with 1:25 to play.
They're going to need the pressure. Even guiding.
Right side, Wiggins, 5 to shoot. Let's see if they recognize it. Gray, as the shot clock winding down, no good. Rebound Ohanta. 3, right side, no good for El Hassan, and Hunt the rebound for Jackson with 55 seconds left. Gonna have a timeout call there as we had a player hit the floor.
Not sure what happened there. I just saw.
Yeah, she's
Ohanta
gingerly walking to the sideline, maybe twisted an ankle.
Tends to happen when down low, the 5 and 4 area. When you're going for those rebounds, the feet can get tangled up.
That was Summer Williams, who comes up limping to the sideline. And
it's been a rough physical game, and I'm surprised. You know, I'm thankful for it, but I'm surprised I haven't seen more, tangle ups like that. It's been one of those kind of games.
So Jackson State will inbound it with an 8-point lead. Deflected, so no back court. They'll get it back here. 15 on the shot clock. And a foul going to be called, I believe, on Bryson. Yes. With 41 seconds left on the game clock. And free throws coming up here for Shayla Gray, 5'6" senior out of Los Angeles.
These are just sealed. Got one, now it's a 3-possession game. Well, it's been a 3-possession game, but it's much less manageable 3-possession game.
This to push it to 10. No good.
They need a quick 3 here.
On to the rebound, 35 seconds left. Here's Richardson. Picks up her dribble, right side, Bryson. Almost lost it, gets it back, and Hamer just fouled out of the game.
It's going to be her last, 5th and final. But at this point, she's done very respectably, 13 points in the game. 13 points for Hamer as she fouls out, but again, very respectable performance. He was actually quite good on defense as well. Nice shot there.
Bryson to shoot 2, makes the first.
Bryson's been everywhere, hit or miss a lot of times from the field. She's playing with a lot of energy.
25 seconds left.
Almost got a steal there.
Pressure results in a turnover. Ohata stills it. She's going to go all the way with the left hand. No good. Out of bounds off of Jackson, I believe. With 16.9 seconds left, Lady Lions will inbound it, but down 7. And
they need
Jackson State,
3.5 or something.
Jackson State calls a timeout. Will remain here with 16.9 left. And Jackson State leading UAPB 59-52.
I mean, you would like for them to be in a situation where they didn't need the free ball, as it has definitely not been there for them so far in this game. They've had a lot of trouble knocking out after 3 quarters of play. They're only 5%, just over 6. Looks like 1 for 17. I think they tried a couple in the fourth quarter, so that's going to be like 1 for 19 or 20. That is abysmal three-point percentage for sure. They're trying their best to get back in the game, though.
Impounded here to Ohata right at the foul line. Strong drive, right side, foul called, and 2 free throws coming up for the senior out of Houston, Texas, Faith Ohata.
Faith Ohata, I mean, how important has she been to the Lady Lions so far? Just gritty and tough. Going to the line a lot of times, and more often than not making the shots. A lot of her points, or a lot of her 17 points so far have come from the free throw line. Money, money. 2 for 2 that time.
So Ohata, both free throws, cuts it to a 5-point game, 59-54, 13.8 left. Could use a steal here. And gonna call it charge.
Block.
And a block rather on, let's see, that is El Hassan. And she has now fouled out of the game.
She was looking for the charge there, but at the moment of contact, 1 foot was just a little bit off the ground. You gotta keep both feet planted. That was a great idea for sure. Just not enough, not good enough on the execution. 11 seconds left in the game. The first one's a miss.
One more coming up for Hunt. She's got 4, make it 5 in the game. And the lead at 6 with 11 seconds left for Jackson State.
They're gonna need 2 threes in 11 seconds. So that's like a what? A 3 immediate inbound interception, and then a Reggie Miller 3.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, again,
and the famous game where Reggie Miller talking trash back and forth with Spike Lee, which is a prelude to Spike Lee coming here to UAPB here in about a
couple weeks
week
now.
And a half. So yeah,
February 6th. That's going to be very interesting.
A big event.
I want to know what he is going to have to say. Spike Lee, one of the more influential and iconic figures in the African American community, especially when it comes to filmmaking.
Yeah, he's one of the great filmmakers, regardless of color. But obviously, I know what you're saying. Yeah, he's been an icon, and that's going to be a huge deal with him coming to town.
They gotta have a 3. They don't have time.
So here's Bruton. She'll take a long 3 off to the right a bit, no good. 4 seconds left, and Hunt can just dribble out the clock if they'll let her. Knocked away by Bryson, but that's the ball game. 60-54 is the final score. Jackson State, the Lady Tigers, hold on in a tough one here against UAPB and knock off the Lady Lions by 6. TyRece, your final thoughts in this this dog fight here tonight.
I mean,
cat fight, if you will, with the Tigers and Lions.
I mean, yeah, you could call it that. It was a very physical game, very hard-nosed. I mean, a lot of Eric Bledsoe-type moves out there. Just a lot of bulldogging, getting to the lane, fouling, picking up fouls, drawing fouls. One of the best moves I've seen was Golden Lions getting to the free throw line. They haven't seen them do that much, and then they kind of drifted off of it in the second half. I'd like to see them do that more often if they're going to hit from the free throw line at the percentage they did, which is rather high. Ohanta, great performance by her as well. I can't wait to see her in the next game.
Well, as we wrap things up here tonight, I'll say a special thanks to our crew up top. Mr. Frederick Price doing a great job for us. And our cameras also up top, Tristen Hall. So Frederick and Tristen up top. Kianna Austin underneath the goal doing a great job. And our director, as always, Mr. Randy Kelley. And our honor to bring it to you courtside here, Mr. TyRece Boone and myself, Tim Stubbs. And back in the Hot 89.7 studio, Miss Tony McCassell. So we'll step aside. The Lady Tigers of Jackson State winning it 60-54 over the Lady Lions. Stay tuned next. Men's action. First place in the SWAC, 7-1. Your Golden Lions set to take on 6-2 Jackson State in a 1-2 grudge match coming up in about 30 minutes. Until then, so long, go Lions.